Hey everyone, so let's talk about A-B testing. So A-B testing is a crucial aspect of any Google Ads campaign. Whenever you start a new campaign, you always try to understand what ad copy and the creatives will best resonate with the target audience. But eventually it depends on the performance and the audience behavior that determines the quality of your ad creative and your ad copy. So it is imperative that you keep on testing different versions of ad copy and creatives. So when you experiment with different ad copies and creative elements, you can identify which variations of your ad copy and creative resonate the most with your target audience, and then they can drive higher conversion rates. So some key actions you can take to run these A/B tests. So you can develop multiple versions of your ad copy, including different headlines, different CTAs and body text. So since in search campaigns Google now only supports responsive search ads, so you can create multiple versions of headlines and multiple versions of descriptions and multiple versions of your CTAs, so that you can test with them, and then Google will automatically use them in different ad variations. And once sufficient data is collected, Google will automatically let you know which headlines are performing well and which are not performing well. Rule of thumb to follow while creating these headlines for the RSAs is that try to create at max 7 to 8 headlines and 4 descriptions, because Google automatically creates the variations and tests these variations of the headlines that you define. So if you define all 15 of these headlines, it will create lots and lots of combinations, and it will need more and more data to optimize and identify which of the ad variations is working well. So 7 to 8 headlines is the sweet spot that you can target, and then you can refine your headlines and descriptions based on that information. Experiment with various creative elements such as images, videos and ad formats. You can publish multiple versions of your creative with different elements, different actions, different text copy, so that you can see which of the creatives are more resonating with your audience and which are not creating much difference. And you can use Google Ads built-in A/B testing features such as Google experiments, so that your main campaigns and the campaign performance is not affected. You can create an experiment with different types of ad copies and creatives, so that you can identify a winning combination using an A/B test. And why it works? Testing multiple copies of your ad copy and multiple versions of your ad copy and the creatives can help you understand your audience better and fine-tune your messaging. So maybe let's take an example of a CTA. So if you're doing a lead gen campaign and your target is to ask people to fill a form, you can test typing of get a free proposal and test the CTA along with another CTA which says sign up now and other types of variations. Ultimately, if you can run an A/B test on these type of CTAs and ad copy, you can fine-tune your messaging, and you'll come to an understanding that this type of CTA and ad copy and this version of CTA and ad copy is working well. So some tips for success: test one element at a time to isolate what impacts performance. This is a very critical thing while testing the multiple versions of ad copy or any type of A/B test. If you change too many things at a single time, you won't be able to gauge what drove the performance up or what drove the performance down. So change one thing at a time. Like for example, if you're A/B testing responsive ads, change headlines only first, and then once you have gathered sufficient data and results, only then make changes to the descriptions. Otherwise, if you change both headlines and descriptions and performance goes up, you won't know whether the increase in performance was due to the changes in the descriptions or due to the change in the headline. Allow enough time for the test to run before making conclusions. Obviously, for any A/B test, you need lots and lots of data. What we recommend is that at least wait a few weeks and let the data accumulate in your Google Ads account before making any decision on any A/B test. Variations should gather sufficient data to account for fluctuations in traffic and user behavior, because there are seasonal variations as well. Like for example, there's a big holiday coming up in your target audience geographical area, so that may also affect performance. And then if you decide the results too quickly, too often, you won't know what drove the performance up or what drove the performance down. You can use the winning variations to inform and set up future campaigns, but your testing won't stop there. So the A/B testing process never stops. It keeps on running, and it helps you continuously optimize your campaigns, your creatives and your ad copy. So we're going to talk about the bidding strategies. So if you may have known, Google Ads has a couple of bidding strategies available. Most of them are automated and some of them are automated plus smart bidding strategies. So what's the difference between these two? In automated bidding strategies, Google places the bids automatically on the behalf of your keywords, and in smart campaign they already do that, plus they also take into consideration the different smart signals based on the data that Google has on their users. The smart bidding signals may include time of the day, device the user is using and their previous search history. The ultimate goal for any Google Ads campaign is to switch to smart bidding strategies as quickly as possible, because that is the most efficient way to get the most out of your Google Ads campaigns. But the smart bidding strategies are essentially completely AI based. As we all know that the AI algorithms rely heavily on data. So if you don't have data in your Google Ads account and the right type of data, like for example, if you don't have the right amount of conversions and the right quality of conversion, your AI based algorithm, smart bidding algorithm may not optimize to the extent that it gives you correct results. So understanding these bidding strategies and when to switch to automated strategies versus when to switch to smart bidding strategies is very imperative in optimizing your campaigns. So if you're starting a new Google Ads account and a new campaign and you do not have sufficient conversion data in your Google Ads account, so always start with Manual CPC. There's also another automated bidding strategy known as maximize clicks or max clicks, in which Google automatically places bids on your behalf. You don't have to manually adjust the bids, and it tries to get as many clicks as possible, but that is also not recommended unless you have extreme understanding of your market and your account is already optimized. You should always start off with Manual CPC. Manual CPC gives you maximum control over each keyword. You can set specific bid over each keyword, and then you can see what type of results that bid amount is bringing in. There are certain requirements that the experts recommend in terms of when to switch to smart bidding or automated bidding strategies from Manual CPC. So the ideal number of conversions is at least 30 conversions during the past 30 days. Then it is recommended to switch to smart bidding, like maximize conversions. So research has shown that you can switch even if you have around 15 conversions in the past 30 days. You can start testing smart bidding strategies. So why this works? Starting with manual bidding allows you to gain insights on how much each click is worth. So it makes you easier to optimize your budget, and the budget remains in your control. Otherwise, if you switch to smart bidding without the accurate conversion data in your account, Google may not know what type of bids, what type of keyword to bid high on and what type of keywords to bid low on, and it may result in very high amounts of CPC clicks. So we have observed this in one of our campaigns. We tested smart bidding strategies for a limited time. We switched to smart bidding from manual CPC without accurate number of conversion data, and the CPCs immediately spiked to $100 a click. Then we had to roll back to manual CPC again. So smart bidding, as I informed earlier, relies heavily on machine learning algorithms, and all machine learning algorithms need good quality of data in large amounts of data to optimize correctly. So do not switch to smart bidding unless you have at least 15 conversions during the past 30 days. Some tips for success: keep track of your cost per acquisition and adjust bids to ensure you're staying within your budget. When you're on manual CPC, you'll have to make sure that you monitor the bids every day. You monitor your impression share percentage, you monitor your top of the page share metrics, so that you can see how much percentage of your impression share you're getting at the top of the page, because that is essential. Otherwise, your ad will appear somewhere down the page and people won't click on it and your CTRs may suffer. Once you switch to smart bidding, give Google Ads time to learn. Obviously, it's a smart search algorithm, it's a machine learning based algorithm. It will need time to learn, and especially if you're on a limited budget, you're spending less than, let's say, $100 a day or $200 a day. So it will take time. It may take around 2 months or maybe 3 months to optimize. You'll start getting conversions during that time, but don't expect it to optimize just like that, and it may take some time. The more data you gather, the more effectively smart bidding can optimize your bids. But let me repeat it again, do not switch to smart bidding unless you have at least 15 conversions during the past 30 days, and your budget should also support that. I hope this video helps you, and I'll see you in the next video.